Hi guys, welcome back. This video is going to be about the new moon in Scorpio, which is happening this Sunday, November 15th at 23 degrees Scorpio. So, let's get into it. This one's going to be intense. I feel like I say that a lot, but this one's actually going to be intense because, Scorpio, it's a pretty intense energy. Scorpio is the archetype associated with death and rebirth. So, transformation, deep, intense rebirths, regeneration, deep healing. So that's really what this new moon is going to be all about. This is a new opportunity for healing, something really, really deep within us. A new moon is typically the point during the moon cycle where one goes within and really gets introspective and setting intentions, manifesting. That's what all this energy is about, starting something new. So, it's interesting though with Scorpio because Scorpio is a sign that is associated with death, which is considered an ending. But I think that Scorpio sees death as a means for a new beginning. So that's kind of the attitude that we have to adopt around this new moon. Is like a lot of very deeply buried emotions are gonna come up, gonna resurface for the purpose of working through them. You see, of like really just letting go what is not serving us anymore. Like Scorpio's death, so it's like we have to kill off whatever part of our life or part of ourself, whatever, bad habit, behavior, thought pattern is just not working anymore. Like that shit needs to go in the trash because we gotta move on, Can't be carrying all this dead weight. Definitely not. Anything decaying right now, during this new moon, we have the chance to really just put it to rest and rise up, be reborn. During this new moon, the sun and moon, which are at 23 degrees Scorpio, are going to be sextiling over to Jupiter at 23 degrees Capricorn, Pluto at 22 degrees Capricorn, and a looser sextile with Saturn, which is at 27 Capricorn. So this sextile is basically like a nice push. Like the moon and sun right now are going to be like, come on guys, like keep going, because Capricorn's a kind of slow energy. Like it's earth, it's grounded, it's heavy, but Scorpio's intensity is gonna be like, come on, like go, you gotta finish what you started, you gotta. So that's basically what's happening this weekend. You gotta finish what you started. Like whatever is decaying, whatever is not working, you really gotta kill that shit. Cut it off, put it to rest so that we can like really fully transform our lives, because Saturn and Jupiter are only going to be in Capricorn for one more month. So that's a big deal because Saturn is not going to be back in Capricorn for another like 30 years, and Jupiter's not going to be in Capricorn for another 12. So we're really ending and starting big cycles here. Next month, Saturn and Jupiter are going to go into Aquarius, and I will probably make a video on that at another point. But basically, it means this is like the last month we have to really work with this Capricorn energy. Capricorn is all about work. It's all about, the power of systems, the power of hierarchy, the power of authority. It's all about your goals. Like now's the time to really reflect on your goals and like where you're at with them, because this has been a rough year. We've all had to rethink our goals this year because Pluto, the planet of death and transformation, was forming a conjunction to Saturn, which is the planet of goals, like that's what we want to work towards. It's the planet of work. So Pluto conjuncting Saturn made us completely have to like readdress and maybe even possibly transform those goals or that vision for the future. It's necessary to sacrifice some potential in order to pursue potential in other areas. And I think that both Capricorn and Scorpio as archetypes really understand sacrifice. Capricorn is very self-limiting, self-restrictive. Like Capricorn will like say no to things that they want out of feeling like they don't deserve it or feeling like it's not the right time. And Scorpio understands loss more than any other sign. Like Scorpio understands death, understands endings more than any other sign. So this is a big theme, you know. We're almost at the end of the year too. Like we're starting winter. What are you letting go of? What are you really, really letting go of? Better be something. You better not say nothing, because that would be a lost opportunity. Just saying. Alright, so aside from that sextile action, Venus in Libra is going to be forming a square to those Capricorn planets, Jupiter, Pluto, and Saturn. Now, Venus is currently at 22 degrees Libra, so this square is going to be exact with Pluto. Now, what that means is that our desires, our values, Venus, the desire for things to be fair and equal and balanced and just and harmonious, you know, all that Libra energy is in conflict in a square aspect, 90 degrees, with real life pressures. All the Capricorn planets reflect like real life pressures, because Capricorn is reality, you know. Capricorn is restriction, Capricorn is the law. So all of these heavy outer planets in Capricorn right now is just, it feels like a lot of external pressure, a lot of restriction. And it's really gonna, during this new moon, it's really gonna feel at odds with our happiness. Venus is happiness. Venus is what you want. And in Libra, Venus just wants like balanced relationships. Libra just wants that like give and take, you know. And it feels like we're not getting that right now because of these external pressures that are out of our control. We're not getting that equal give and take. We're not having that balanced relationship that we want. Now, this can happen at an individual level. This could just be like specifically in your life, like maybe your relationship just isn't feeling balanced right now. But this also applies at a collective level. So Libra is the scales. It does rule justice, you know. So, and Capricorn rules laws. So right now, like the laws feel like they're at odds with real justice. Like Venus and Libra, we just want justice. That's what we want. Libra is very mental because it's air, and it's cardinal, which is all about moving things forward and like trying to achieve justice and fairness constantly, you know, like you never stop. Like you always got to readjust in order to even the scales. But yeah, the law, the rules, institutions, all these systems that we rely on, everything in Capricorn, when that is like in a tough aspect to this desire for justice, like that's obvious to me that these laws are not reflecting the justice that we are expecting. You know, like something's not adding up. So I feel like at this new moon, like collectively, we're really gonna be thinking about justice a lot. We're gonna be thinking about social issues a lot. And because this new moon is happening in Scorpio, like, this is an amazing opportunity for us to really just, like, kill the past. Like, put that to rest. You know, like, discontinue it. Discontinue the past. Like, no. We gotta move forward with, like, fresh eyes. Like, okay, just wait. I'm gonna spill a little tea right now, because I'm impatient. I'm an Aries. But in December, mid-December, when Saturn and Jupiter go into Aquarius, this is all about the new. Like, nothing can be taken from the past. Like, it's not about that. Aquarius is all about innovation. Like, it's all about the future. So when the planet Saturn, which rules our institutions, which rules our government, which rules everything we rely on, once that moves from Capricorn, the sign of, you know, hierarchical structures, systems of power, once Saturn moves from that sign into Aquarius, which is all about, nah, we're gonna do shit differently. Like, it's gonna be different. Like, Aquarius wants to do things new. Like, Aquarius wants to innovate. Aquarius doesn't want to be like anything that's ever existed before. Like, it's all about making things new. So we gotta be ready for this, you know? Like, now's the time we're really, like, closing off these cycles. We're really closing out these cycles. And the final aspect I want to talk about is Uranus in Taurus, currently retrograde, is going to be forming an opposition to Mercury in Scorpio, which is direct. So we've been having Mercury, like, going back and forth, in and out of this opposition with Uranus for like a couple months now. So there's been a lot of unexpected conversations coming up during that time. There's been a lot of unexpected news during that time. And this is kind of when we're closing out that conversation, like, because Mercury is going to pass over Uranus for the third and last time of this cycle, at least. And this is the time when we really get to resolve whatever this conversation is, whatever we've been thinking about the past, like, few months that has really been feeling at odds with our own personal freedom and, yeah, really, like, our own individuality and freedom to be ourselves. Like, there's been a lot of talk that has felt restrictive of that over the past few months because, you know, Uranus rules your freedom. Uranus rules your individuality. Uranus is like, you know, that's that Aquarius planet. It's all about the new. It's all about being different and, like, breaking free of any constraints. Like, Uranus is like, no. I'm not even here right now. Like, I'm in the future, baby. You don't see me. Like, So with Uranus forming an opposition, which is a hard aspect, to Mercury, which is the planet of thoughts, communication, conversations, that means that, like, yeah, there's been a lot of unexpected conversations that have come up that have not been easy. You know, hard aspects are called hard aspects for a reason. They're not easy. And yeah, just a lot of, like, thinking that has felt very restrictive. But it's for the purpose of breaking out of that, you know, breaking out of previous thought patterns. Because, like I said, Uranus, like Aquarius, is the planet of the new. It's all about innovation. It's all about breaking free. So, like, with Uranus opposite Mercury, we're really breaking free of these thought patterns that are holding us back. Perfect timing, because Scorpio New Moon, kill that shit, leave it behind, move on forward, and then next month, we got Sag season, fly away into the new age of Saturn and Jupiter in Aquarius. Like, oh my god, y'all are not ready. Like, I'm not ready. We'll see. Anyway, I wanted to do a little horoscope action. We're going to start off with Scorpios because this is your new moon. You guys watch for your sun, moon, rising. You can even watch for your Venus, you know. Whatever resonates, take it as you will. Leave what doesn't. But anyway, Scorpio. So this new moon is happening in your first house. So this is really like, you need to take time for yourself. You gotta take time for yourself to be introspective. You know what this is all about. Like, this is your natural state. Like, you guys need to have some alone time. Really just like be in your feelings. Do your Scorpio thing. And really like reflect on what part of yourself is ready to be purged. Because you understand this. Scorpios go through many deaths, like many deaths within their lifetimes. And it doesn't have to be literal, like obviously it can be like a loved one dying, but this can also just be a metaphorical death, a figurative death. But yeah, like what do you need to kill off in order so you can have your Phoenix moment and like fly off into the sunset, you know? Like, what do you need to kill so you can get out of this like shadow over to here? All right, Sagittarius, this is happening in your 12th house. So you might not really sense this as much, or it's gonna be happening like in your subconscious, because the 12th house rules the subconscious. 12th house rules your dreams, so you might have like really intense dreams around this time. So if you remember your dreams, like definitely write that down. That's a message. Pay attention. This is also really the time where Sagittarians can get to the bottom of like self-sabotaging behaviors, just like things that are holding you back. Just reaching this new like depth in your own spirituality and in your own like, you know, knowing yourself in a subconscious way. Like you can really reach a deeper level with that during this new moon. But yeah, pay attention to self-sabotaging behaviors. Kill that shit. Kill that shit. Because, you know, your season is coming up and you want to be your best self for your season, don't you? Okay, Capricorn. This is happening in your 11th house. So this is like a new beginning in your social life. This is like you really fully, deeply committing to a social issue or a social group or just your friends. This can also mean like cutting people out of your life. Like, yeah, because this is about like killing off parts of our life so that we can, you know, blossom. So if there are people holding you back, like, why are they in your life? Capricorn, like, you know better than this. Like, you guys are not the type of people to just let people into your life all willy-nilly. So if someone's in your life and they're like proving to you that they don't really deserve to be there, y'all know what I'm saying. They gotta go. They gotta go. You, on the other hand, you have to commit to your vision like deeper. Like, you gotta commit to your vision. Commit to those friends who are your ride or dies. Recommit to them and like show up. Show up for those like deep soul connections, those friends. Those are the ones who matter. You know this, Cap. All right. Yeah, it's like with Scorpio, it's depth above everything. Like, do these people that you surround yourself with, like, do they share the same values as you? Especially politically, because the 11th house is like social groups, and it's like your vision, your view of society, like your political views, you know. So, like, pay attention. Especially post-election, like, shit's gonna be popping out. So, pay attention. Aquarius. This is gonna be happening in your 10th house. So, big new career beginning for you guys. Very passionate. This is really like fully committing to something. A new project, a new goal. Like, it's also, the 10th house also rules authority figures and parents. So, very deep emotions could come up regarding authority figures or parents. Again, deep buried emotions are resurfacing for the purpose of working through them and healing. Pisces, this is in your 9th house. So this is like, what do you believe in, Pisces? What inspires you? Like, Scorpio is very all or nothing energy. So, and 9th house is like your purpose. That's your meaning. That's what meaning you give to the world. That's how you see the world. Like, so what inspires you? Like, what truly, truly inspires you, Pisces? What makes you feel like you're learning about things outside of, like, your comfort zone? Because that's what this is about. You know, 9th house is really, like, the world outside your comfort zone. That's what you don't know. So, you could be in a new place right now. You know, the 9th house does rule travel. But it doesn't have to be that, you know, be COVID safe, obviously. This could also just be like a learning thing. Like, 9th house rules learning. What do you want to learn about? Like, what inspires you? Like, you got to go down a new hole, Pisces. Like, Scorpio is fixed water. So it's very, very, like, one-track minded. Like, it's like sinking into the swamp. So, Pisces, what swamp are you trying to sink into? You know, like, what are you trying to learn about? What are you trying to get obsessed with? It's like big learning new moon for you. Also, just like being able to look at your life and synthesize meaning out of it, like find some connection, some underlying, some bottom line. Like, that's what this is about. All right, Aries. This new moon is happening in your 8th house. So this is like deep. This is a very, very, very deep transformation. This could be about, you know, this could be about intimacy, because the 8th house does rule intimate relationships. It rules, you know, death, sex, other people's money, Scorpio things. So you're having a big new beginning in this area. Like, it's very vulnerable, Aries. It's very vulnerable. Like, it's scary. But we gotta like start this new beginning in ourselves, you know, like learn how to be more vulnerable. I think Aries can be really guarded, especially because for the past 3 months, Mars has been retrograde, and that's our ruling planet. So, like, we've just not been feeling our best selves. Like, we can't just, like, go forward like the normal, like, rams we are, you know? Like, it's just not been feeling great. But tomorrow, or right before the new moon, Mars is finally gonna go direct. So this new moon is like the first one we've had in like 3 months where our ruling planet has been direct. So now is when we get to actually like move forward. Embrace that vulnerability, Aries, because you are so fucking strong that you can be the most vulnerable and anything can come at you and you can still be that strong, bad, because you're an Aries and you're the best. All right, Taurus. This is happening in your 7th house. So this is a new beginning for relationships for you. 7th house is the house of the other. So it doesn't necessarily have to be romantic, but it definitely can be. But it's just like a new beginning in the way that you relate to others. This also has a lot to do with vulnerability. Um, Tauruses are very self-protective because like you know what you like, and you don't see the point in like sacrificing that for anyone. You know, like why would you? But the thing is like relationships take sacrifice. So, and that's why the opposite of Taurus is Scorpio. You know, that's that sacrifice. Like, that's that letting your guard down and like letting someone deep within, you know? Scary shit. But you got it, Taurus. You got it. You are very, very strong in yourself and very stable and very secure. And you know what? No one can take that away from you. So don't even trip. Like, don't be scared. You will be okay. I promise you. Gemini. This is happening in your 6th house. So someone's telling me y'all gotta really take a deeper look at your everyday routines and your health. But don't take a deeper look to the point where it's like obsessive and like bad for you, because that will also affect your health. But this 6th house is a very like, this is your body. This is not like your physical body, how you look, but like internally, like this is the upkeep, you know, this is maintenance. This is, are you taking care of yourself? Are you eating well? Are you exercising? Like, are you keeping up routines that help you live, like, be your best self and live your best life? That's really what this is about. Like, you know, just commit deeper, like, really find what works for you. Scorpio is a very scientific sign, which I think people don't really realize, but, like, you know, Scorpio is kind of like a magnifying glass. Like, it's able to deeply penetrate to the bottom line of something. So I think right now, like, Geminis, y'all can be a little bit scientific about your health in a way, and just about your daily life and the way you move, and also the way that your routines make you feel. Like, when you do certain things in the morning, does that make you feel better than when you do those things at night? You know, stuff like that. Cancer, this is happening for you in your 5th house. So this is very, like, creative. A creative new beginning for you. This is all about, well, the 5th house is the house of fun. Like, the 5th house is pleasure. The 5th house is love and romance and art. Just, like, self-expression. So you need to really commit to your own pleasure, like commit to your own self-expression, your own art. Like, start a new art project. I want to see it. Send it to me. Alright, but yeah, this is exciting. I feel like it's gonna be fun for Cancers. I hope so. You need some fun after this year. All the Capricorn planets have been just like opposing you guys for actually, like, not just this year, like a couple years. So you guys need some fun. All right, Leo, this is happening for you in your 4th house. So this is a very deep new beginning. This is like an emotional new beginning. This could have to do with your family. This could have to do with your home life. Maybe you're moving. Like, maybe you're physically moving to a new home, but maybe just something new is happening in your home life. But you're definitely having to let go of something from the past. Definitely having to let go of emotions from the past, attachments from the past. You know, it feels very personal because the 4th house is the bottom of your chart. You know, that's your most private house. That's really you when you're alone. So you're changing on a very, very personal and deep level. But you know, it's for the best. It's always for the best. Virgo, hi. This new moon is happening for you in your 3rd house. So this is really going to be about your immediate environment. Like something in your immediate environment, just like where you go every day, is going to change. Or like you're going to be able to see it differently or think about it differently. See, the 3rd house, it rules your environment, but it also rules your thoughts, you know? It rules communication. It rules the way that you think about things and the way you talk about things. So like you guys are really having to let go of thoughts that are not serving you. And in Scorpio, like I feel like these could be very self-protective thoughts, like very defensive thoughts. You need to let go of that. Like, you can't be so guarded, Virgo. I mean, you can if you want, but like, what's the fun in that? I don't know. Virgo. You guys are thinking about something in a new way. Let me just say that. And last, but of course not least, Libra. Libra. This is happening for you in your 2nd house. So this is something new in terms of your sense of personal security, your personal resources. Maybe like you lost something. It could be that you are losing something physically, like losing money, but it doesn't necessarily have to be that. It can also just be like letting go of a relationship to value, if that makes sense. Like letting go of the way that you valued something that has been in your life for a while. Letting go of something that has been in your life for a while. It doesn't have to be a physical object, but just something that has been in your life and made you feel secure and stable for a long time is leaving now, or you're choosing to move on without it. And so this is a new beginning in terms of your sense of personal security, your sense of self-worth, your values, your money. Yeah. Alright, that's like it for all the signs. I kind of want to do a tarot reading now though, because I'm having so much fun. Let's get it. I didn't make a video for the full moon that was on Halloween, which I was really sad about because I wanted to use my Halloween tarot deck. But I guess I'll just have to do it now. Alright. I just want 3 cards to tell me about the energy of this new moon in Scorpio. Just 3 cards, please. Alright. So we got the 9 of Imps, which would also be known as the 9 of Wands in a traditional deck. The 3 of Imps, 3 of Wands, and the 2 of Bats, or the 2 of Swords. And then at the bottom of the deck, so the overall energy is the 4 of Bats, aka 4 of Swords. So this is obviously a very introspective new moon, very self-reflective. Literally, he's asleep. Like, take a fucking nap. Like, take a nap, meditate, really tune in, because we all have a decision to make. We all have a decision to make. I don't know what it is, but like, we're definitely looking to the future, planning something, and we have to go into this decision like knowing ourselves. We have to go into this decision standing our ground. Like, you can't go in like all just like, oh, no. This is not the Pisces new moon, honey. This is the Scorpio new moon. Scorpio is fixed. Like, you know who you are. You know what you want. Don't pretend you don't. We're not going with the flow here. Like, no, we're claiming what we want. Alright. I could just keep going, but I'm gonna cut this off here. I hope that you guys have an amazing new moon. And yeah, really just, I would say, give some time to yourself to really reflect, journal. Especially if you have Virgo, you better be journaling right now. Journal. What are you letting go of? Like, what needs to end? What needs to end? And what are you looking forward to, you know? Like, big new year coming up. Fucking some crazy aspects coming up. Woo! Alright. Bye, guys. See you next time.